What is happening? Thank you, guys. I always forget to do that. Good morning, Twin. Good morning, CSW Nerd. Good morning, Maleem. Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Daytona. Good morning, Schwebzy. Good morning, Sardina. Good morning, Brent Cars. Good morning, Felix. Good to see all of you. I am writing I'm finishing up the Luis Castillo blurb right now. I was planning initially to just do it today for the game when it ended. But a lot of people were warning about it, and yeah, it's a good point of like, hey, it finished. So I just wanted to get that in. Yeah, the change it, but you rely too much on it. That's the problem. That's really just let me I need like 2 seconds to just finish this one more. We didn't get any new. I mean, it's just a 10-day IL is what I saw. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, Urias' changeup wasn't good yesterday. I told you, Luzardo. Hey, Luzardo's back. So happy for you, Magic Oriole. What's going to happen forever? Tiara is off. All right, I think that's fine. Cool. All right. 18. Oh, man. So how you guys doing? Also, Corbin Burns pun, fire pun intended. Right, Sardinia. Castillo's a little rusty. Maybe that's it. Didn't have a slider. Oh, look at that, right? Yep. You saw it play out in reality. He turned it around right away. Good luck, Ben Brown. I hope it works. How you doing, Custom? I'm doing all right. I feel a little stuffy today. More so than I normally do. This actually typically happens around now. It's just, allergies, all that kind of stuff. I know it's Felix. That's a crazy stat. Oh man, thanks so much for the sub, Cat Dad Gamer. That's awesome. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy the wink emoji that I do. It's how bad. Well, we've seen the Pirates trounce other people before. High pollen counts. Schwebs. It's about time. No, thank you so much. I'm just messing around. My wife is waiting for the podcast. For podcast Nick, says Colin. This is podcast Nick. Hi, Colin's wife. Good to see you today. No, Nick Pollen. Oh my, Stanzel. Oh my. Are you crazy to start Urquidy today? Should we still fade with cores? Inside cores. I mean, you never know with cores. Like, there's certain times that guys like, whatever, core s'mores, and everything's fine. Urquidy hasn't really been in that place of feeling like, oh yeah, he's finished, he's ready, he's good. I have him ranked in the 40s, but I feel kind of weird about it because I don't know. Like, we like him, but we don't. He's not excelling like the others in like the 30s and stuff. So I'm not sure. I would probably lean no. Corbin, if anyone wants to like buy Corbin, I don't know. Like, last night's start was not it. That was not Corbin fixed. Cat Dad, you just joined PL Plus. Oh, congrats, man. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it there. Yeah, you seem nasally, but hopefully not a virus. No, I'm sure I'm fine. Let's see. Yeah, I was suspicious of Corbin not getting any sort of whiffs whatsoever on his slider. It's like, come on, man. You gotta, like, Prime Corbin needs to do that all the time. Day watching Rogers destroy my Orioles. Yeah, I get that. I completely get that. I mean, yeah, but it's DeGrom. Like, the baseball gods don't think the world was ready for Fulmer to ascend. So they've given us another day to prepare ourselves. Magic Oriole, I just hope that you're right. I hope tomorrow morning, the first thing I see in the Twitch chat, before I even go live, is Magic Oriole just screaming Fulmer. That would make me very happy. And maybe, like, in a good way. It's got to be in a good way. Essentially, Corbin, like, Prime Corbin is essentially when he's able to get that slider, like, really working. Like, he got, like, 2-3 whiffs on it. And, like, that's not the Corbin you want. It was better fastball command, but, like, he still hasn't been like, oh, okay, I get it now. I've got my slider back and stuff. Would you prefer to have Pinata or Duffy? I would say right now it's Pinata. Because, I mean, Duffy's velocity could just disappear again, guys. It's not like, oh, he's 94, 95 now. He's 94, 95 through the year. No, we normally see, like, little spikes and stuff. It's pretty typical. Passing. I don't know about you, but, like, the mountains go blue. So, it's clearly the best one around. Not to mention everyone saw Cobra Kai. Would I start Montes and Lamet today? Yes and yes. Yeah. Yeah, D-Man, I have them both as probable starts. If you don't know, I have the starting pitcher streaming articles every day, and I do the day ahead. So Lamet and Montes are both there. They're in the probable start table. But you just go to SP Streamers at the top of the site. And it'll take you to all those articles. I didn't draft the pitcher until the 7th round in Roto, and yet I'm in first place in pitching. That's what's up. That's what's up, Vertree. I think it's because you capitalize on all like the, like the Molly and the Musgrove and like maybe you got Lynn in the 7th round or something, and Alcantara, everything along those lines. What is this? Oh, okay. As a DM, I get questions from my players every so often. Okay. Oh yeah, Luzardo was way better yesterday. Yeah. The tiara is off for Luzardo. Well, Ohtani, I think he might actually. I mean, the story of Ohtani is weird. Like all these other pitchers now, they've had like 4 starts, right? 3 or 4 starts. So they have a routine now. They have like some rhythm that they're getting. Okay, cool. Every 5 days, I'm going to go. I'm going to pitch and making the adjustments. I have my bullpen. It's like, okay, now routine and schedule, then you refine, right? Ohtani, I mean, that was the 2nd start of the year. And he pitched the opening weekend. Like, what? You know, that's just, yeah, I hope over time Ohtani does get that. It does. I mean, I can't shake the feeling that he's just appeased, you know, poor execution, awesome stuff. No. Baseball leagues around the world should not create a super league. Yeah, it makes so much sense to do that, but you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not cool. Well, it made sense to me that Griffin Canning was in relief. I actually meant to mention it in the roundup because he's going to be pitching on the other, he's going in 5 days. So they're like, oh, this would be like your start, you know? So might as well piggyback with Ohtani. Would Ohtani be the best reliever in baseball? Don't forget a slider when it actually like works. No, he wouldn't. But yeah, maybe Ohtani the reliever is the way to go. I think that's been a suggestion before, and I think it could work. Yeah, exactly. The Twins outbreak pushing everything back. It was weird. Tyone sequel has begun. Yeah, I've been waiting 3 years for it. I mean, he's not there yet. There's still some polish left to be added. for Jameson Tyone. He's making steps. He's gaining his experience. I didn't really see so much yesterday that was like, oh, now he's doing the thing, you know? But just keep trusting him. Just keep Tyone eventually will like click one day, I think, and you guys will be like, oh my God, he's now an ace. I'm like, yes, he is. Where is the facial hair, says Yancey. I mean, you can't see it. It's there's some scruff and stuff. You know, it's around. Add John Gray for Herman in a quality start league. I don't know about that. I know John Gray has 3 straight road starts, but I imagine that Herman does 2. And again, if you're not using this article, guys, I'm posting in the chat. This is like the most helpful article. I'm not even kidding. More so than the SP Roundup. I just recite off of this a lot. Yeah, John Gray does get Oracle Park, Arizona, and St. Louis all on the road, while Herman will get the Phillies, Arizona on the road, and then hosting the Giants and hosting San Diego. Yeah, I guess I'd rather John Gray. I don't want to do either one. You know? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Morden and Tyone. That's like the dream for me. I'm like, oh yeah, but they're both really good and they both should do well. I want it to be like a 1-1 game where, you know, maybe one of them gets the win, like the other one gets pulled, and then reliever comes in, the reliever messes up while the other guy is still in, and one of them gets a win, another gets a no decision. You want hipster beard, Nick? That was not a hipster beard. That was like, I don't know, young kid having a beard for the first time, Nick. That looks terrible. Yeah, Castillo is hurt, and I feel for you, man. Morejon is getting TGS. Yep. Yeah, it stinks. Oh my God, Ben. I don't know why I haven't mentioned like Diamond Hands yet. I mean, that's what Tiara is, right? It's all Diamond Hands. Oh, Furchery, thank you so much. 8:45. Happy Banana Day. Why is it Banana Day? Oh, I see. You're talking about Banana Day being like no edit Wednesday. How old were you when I had my first beer? Later than most. Yeah, 1-1 game exactly. Back the over. Appealing to the youths with the Diamond Hands talk. I mean, yeah, sure. Can the youths put money in the stock market though? I mean, I guess so. Yeah, you could, but do your parents? All right, fine. Do you think Kopech enters rotation at any point this year? Yes. Also, it's 8:46. See, I appreciate you, Pop Rocks and Fur Tree. You guys are keeping me up. And gotta be Prov too. Yeah, Nick notes. All right, okay. So fortunately, I mean, guys, I know Corbin Burns is really dope. I do want to mention, if you look at like the top 10 pitchers, DeGrom, Bieber, Cole, Darvish, Nola, Giolito, Buehler, Bauer, Scherzer, Kershaw, all of them are dope too. Sure, you can say that Giolito had that one blow up, but like, those are definitive aces, and all of them are not on pitch limits or innings limits this year. I mean, maybe Buehler, but he's gonna throw more innings than Burns. I know Burns is like lighting it up, and I really do want to put him like at like 5 or something like that, or maybe even 4. Like, I understand the quality of inning is just so remarkable. I'm not denying this in the slightest. It's just I can't when he's throwing fewer innings and he hasn't done it for as long. You know? All right. I'm doing it. I'm doing the notes. The notes are being done. I very much appreciate chat. You guys are helping me so much. Okay. Zach, please, Zach, man. Like, Tiara time. I mean, it's the same opponent twice, and he didn't. I mean, he was better, I guess, the second time. I'll mention Luis Castillo. Urias, no. Minaya, no. Corbin, yeah. Actually, I'll mention Minaya quickly. He's throwing harder. Had a better changeup yesterday. Or his changeup working. Zardo's good. I guess I'll mention Ohtani. And everyone will love me to mention Burns, so sure. Oh my god, I'm like mentioning everyone. This is bad. I mean, there's so many guys to talk about from yesterday. I was so tired yesterday while I ran that roundup, by the way. Oh, thanks, Yance. Wow, you've already listened to it? Wow. I mean, I guess you were up at like 6 or something like that. That could be the case, Felix. Yeah, because what was that, like 160 innings or so? 170 and change? I don't really feel like I need to talk about Taiwan Walker in this. Like, I don't need to do everyone. You're supposed to be reading the roundup, right? It's just like the major things. I should add that to the end of every pitching performances thing. For everyone else, of course, read my SB Roundup article. I should be saying that. Okay. All right, I have the notes from the other people. I guess gotta get that. Okay, I've got Mark with the weather because Mark is dope. All right, got the closer and the hitters. Now it's just news left. And tomorrow's. Who's today's streamer? Who did I pick? Oh, I didn't really like this one, right? I was like, Waga? No. Who was it? David Peterson, that's right. David Peterson. Right. Okay. So David Peterson threw harder last time. When called strike heavy on his slider against the Phillies. That's how he got 10 strikeouts. Today he's going against the Cubs. I don't really love it that much. I have it as a green, I guess. I'm kind of scared. Well, Peterson's throwing harder with it. I mean, yeah, it's still just 93, but it had success last time. And if he has a slider working like he did before to just like freeze them up, that could work. I didn't even get to see your baby blues. Oh, that's talking about Schwebzy, of course. It's got to be. Yep. Fulmer back. It could be the replacement streamer. No, I think I'll go with Peterson more. I think he'll go longer. You know? Were you surprised the Dodgers pulled Urias after 7, only 88 pitches? I'm not surprised, honestly. That seems like a wonderful start to him. They didn't want to push and they didn't need to. They already had 7 through him. Well, he might throw a changeup, but like I need to see a good changeup from Fulmer. Just a thought. Just a small thought. All right. Let's get actual news notes here. So what were the major news, guys? I don't want to miss anything here. What would you say are the major news points that I need to make sure I bring up in this one? So Santander sprained his ankle. Gene Segura. Has a quad strain. May hit IL. Adrian Morejon is likely getting Tommy John surgery. Juan Soto is on the IL with a shoulder injury, a strained shoulder. Lance Lynn will be back once his 10 days on the IL are over. We're still waiting for Jose Altuve to, quote, pass the protocols. Still on COVID IL. I don't really see anything else major. Is there something I'm forgetting, guys? Don't really see anything. Nelson Cruz foot. Acuna is still day to day. I mean, I think that we brought that up before. What happened to Nelson Cruz? Oh no, he has a foot. He got hit on a. Oh man. I have Nelson Cruz a ton. Nelson Cruz took a pitch off the foot. Hey, Cat Dad, it's really nice of you to gift a sub there. You're awesome. Oh, he was hit by a pitch, not a foul ball. He's day to day. Okay. Last double check here. Hamstring injury for Sano. That's not good. Man, so it was snowing in Cincinnati. That's absurd. Just double checking one more time. So Moustakas was officially placed on the IL with non-COVID illness. Hope he's okay. That seems like normally when we see an illness, it's just, there's something. I don't know. And Ms. Miguel Snow has a hamstring injury. All right, this seems good. It seems like a good list, and it's not 9 yet. Wow. Okay. Are we ready? I gotta drink water. I gotta get the voice going. Don't forget to fix my wall. I know. So here's the problem really quickly. How this works is I have a lot of this black poster board. Okay, this stuff, and they're all and 24 by 36. Each of these is 12 by 12. Okay, so each of those are like I have 6 on every poster board. Then I take the poster board and then I push them on with oh my god, command strips. Okay. So, but what I have to do is with all the foam, there's no easy way to like make foam stick around somewhere. So you have to get this adhesive spray and you spray it on. That's what you see on the thing. I got 70 grade adhesive spray and I should have gone the 90 grade. The problem is the 90 grade is like sold out everywhere. So I'm waiting for like the better grade adhesive. And until then, like I have like the worst one that I'm going to constantly be battling with this wall of checkers essentially. Ha. Yeah, they didn't follow the rules. You have an open spot. All right, Rob, I'm gonna save that for the podcast. It's a good question. Coffee cakes. You know, I gotta figure out how to make it so that the schedule article is inside the header. You know, it's just too valuable. I reference it all the time. Oh man, they both Ha. Is that right? Somehow they both get at San Diego in their next start. That's wild. Because the Pirates have so many off days. Yeah, it's all about like how do I get the cardboard and the foam sticking, right? So it's oh, he goes today. Well, yeah, he goes today against Philly. Yeah. So I mean, it's Philly today, and then it's Brubaker gets is gonna get Detroit. But yeah, I could just use regular white glue. I don't have that around. Those are 3M. Those are the adhesive strips I'm using. The command strips for the poster board onto it. That's like how I get it attached to the wall. Are command strips, 3M. But like the process of getting the foam to the poster board, foam doesn't like to stick to those 3M strips whatsoever. You got to use the stuff. Yeah, well, it's just one start, fortunately, Moosey. It's just one. I mean, you could. I'll save it for the podcast how I feel about Disco versus Brubaker there. But all right, I'm gonna get going with this because it is 9:02, and them's the rules. All right. So guys, I didn't do. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. I'll give you 30 seconds to predict. I'm sorry, this is on me. This is my fault. You get 30 seconds to make your predictions, okay, guys? All right. Well, just a quick reminder, a couple things. If you like this morning stream, thank you so much. I do it Monday through Friday, 8:30 to about 10 to 10:30. I'm actually ending at the end. After this, I do the podcast. I do the streamers for the day, today and tomorrow. And then I write the notes for that. And then I'm also going to be adding on like watching a picture a little bit. Today, I'm not going to be doing that because at noon, from noon to 2, I will be here. Just whoever you want to watch. It's going to be Nick Pollock breaking down a pitcher. That's just, we're going to watch it on MLB's videos and just talk about whatever you want. It's essentially another AMA, but we're going to be breaking down any start, any inning, whatever you guys request, we're going to do. So that's once a week, every Wednesday, 12 to 2. But if you really want to support us, I mean, get PL Plus. You won't regret it. I think everybody here who is a part of PL Plus, it does not regret it. You get an ad-free website, so you get a much better version of the website. I mean, that alone should be something you'd be interested in. But you also get our Discord, and our Discord is such a magical place. All these questions you have, you'll get them answered on the Discord as well. Constantly through the day, we do fun things like we had trivia last night. We have Plaid after 9 p.m. where we just hang out. I'm serious. I'm in Plaid all the time in the evening, like 10 o'clock at night. If anyone's in Plaid, I often just jump in and I say hi. You can ask me questions directly. It's a voice chat. You can just hang out and talk. So you should be getting PL Plus. You get to support us as well. Yeah, you can get you save like $22 or whatever, $24 by doing it for a year. It's like over 2 months, like 2.5 months. So you should consider doing that, and you won't regret it. So obviously, if you want a refund, you can always get a refund, guys. Like I'm not, we don't like have those statements and stuff. But yeah, of course, if you feel like you're dissatisfied with it, I'm just gonna refund it. But anyway, you guys should be doing that. Let's see, what were the predictions today? At least 3 edits. Look at this. Oh no, 7 and 6. Okay, all right. Cool. So I've got the crew. Good morning, Superior Starbucks. Oh, we're gonna do that again. So it literally sold out everywhere. Like there's some global shortage of 3M90 adhesive spray. So whatever. Okay, here we go. I'll let you guys vote. Let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Let's go for a happy banana day, right? No. If you don't know banana is what we call a no-hitter. Golden banana is a perfect game, just so we don't say the word no-hitter inside of our Discord. So banana day here would be no edits. What is it? Oh, come. Oh, no. Wait, give me 2 seconds, guys. I gotta. I have to change something really quickly. What? What? That's so weird. Huh. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna move on. Sorry. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Brady? Yeah, we are all very sad about Giolito and Plesac. It will get better. It will get much, much better. Was it Toby? If someone can fill in, listen here, guy. I got to do the podcast now. But by the way, keep asking all your questions here. I will come back and look at the chat after I do the podcast. Okay. And rooting against me, Nick. I like your Fulmer adjective. Just objective analysis based on pollen counts. All right. It's based on Toby from The Office. He's around the office, gets work done, but you don't like that he's there. Fringe, almost waiver wire guy. Okay. Here we go. Wish me luck. What is happening? Welcome to the First Pitch Podcast, your morning podcast from pitcherlist.com. My name is Nick Pollock. Today's April 21st. And we are going to talk about baseball. Anthony Santander has a sprained ankle. Gene Segura has a quad strain. He may hit the IL. Adrian Morejon is getting Tommy John surgery. You never want to see it. I feel so terrible for him. Juan Soto is on the IL with a strained shoulder. Lance Lynn will be back once his 10 days on the IL are over, so that's just one skip start for Lance Lynn. Very good news there. And we're still waiting for Jose Altuve to pass the protocols, as they say. Still on the COVID IL there. Nelson Cruz took a pitch off the foot. He's day-to-day. Mike Moustakas placed on the IL with non-COVID illness, a non-COVID illness, I should say. Don't forget your articles, kids. And Miguel Sano has a hamstring injury. If you are not watching this live, you should be. 8:30 to 10 a.m. every single morning at twitch.tv/pitchlist. It's free. Come watch me do this live. I answer all the questions inside the chat. You just get to talk to me, hang out in the morning, drink some coffee. It's a wonderful way to start your day. All right, moving over to hitting performances courtesy of Jim Chatterton. Freddie Galvez went 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBI. Galvez has been on a small tear over the last 5 games. He has 9 hits and 21 plate appearances with 6 extra base hits, all while batting at the end of the lineup. He's also only struck out twice in that span. I've just messed up that one. All right, that's one. I'm sorry. I want to start this one over again. Freddie Galvez went 2 for 3 with a home run. Galvez has been on a small tear over the last 5 games. He has 9 hits and 21 plate appearances with 6 extra base hits, all the while batting at the back end of the lineup. He's also only struck out twice in that span, but with hitting in the back of the lineup for the Orioles, it's tough to say that this streak is meaningful fantasy-wise. Buster Posey went 3 for 4 with 2 homers yesterday. They were numbers 3 and 4 on the season, upping his hard hit rate to nearly 44%. It looks like he's having 2020. Man, my brain is just like, the words are not right. This is the last one, guys. It's going to be under 3, I promise. I got this. Buster Posey went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, and those 2 home runs were numbers 3 and 4 on the season, upping his hard hit rate to 43%. It looks like having 2020 off gave Posey some needed rest for the aging catcher. However, he has matched the stretch he's having plenty of times in his down years in 2018 and 19, so we'll have to wait for more to see. And then there's Jordan Luplow, who went 1 for 2 with a home run and 3 walks. He has been crushing the ball, 25% barrel rate, 717 expected slugging, and nearly a 500 WOBA across 37 plate appearances so far. Luplow's performance may force Cleveland to get him in the lineup every day, and he's still fighting for a spot, which may be a tough ad until he's locked into a starting role. Here's your closer update from Ben Haller. It was a good day for the veterans you drafted to get your saves. We had Liam Hendricks, Kenley Jansen, Aroldis Chapman, Craig Kimbrell, and Brad Hand all recording saves, and they look locked in. Matt Barnes again looked fantastic, picking up his 3rd save of the season as the Red Sox move to 10-6 on the year. Jake Diekman was the preferred closer instead of Lou Trevino in the second game of the A's doubleheader with the Twins. Trevino picked up the hold instead. This is a situation in flux for Oakland. And lastly, MLB save leader is Jake McGee, who returned from the injured list and pitched a solid 9th inning in a crucial yet non-save situation. Pitching performances from yesterday's games, I led with Zach Plesac in my daily SP roundup. He went 5 innings, pitched 6 earned runs, 7 hits, 0 walks, and 4 Ks against the White Sox. It was a repeat matchup where he got blown up in the first game, got blown up in the second game here too. It's something you got to stick around with Plesac. I know it's not exactly what we want. I think the changeup and slider are better than they're performing, especially that changeup right now. Better days are ahead. He's still going to get the volume for Cleveland. Is it going to be a 2.3 ERA like it was last year? No. Is it likely going to be around a 3.6 or 3.5 for the year? It could very well be. Not to mention he is going long, as I said before, and it should be around a 25% K rate. Look, it's the early of the year. We're looking at this with more scrutiny than we normally would. Zach Plesac is okay. He's not, look, in 2019, keep saying look for some reason. In 2019, he had about a 3.8 ERA and a 120 whip. I still see that as the floor for the season with Plesac. Don't panic. Don't freak out. I think Plesac is going to be very much worth your while moving forward. Luis Castillo also has given us hesitation. 4 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 7 hits, 3 walks, and 4 Ks. This game was suspended due to snow. I didn't actually initially have this in the roundup because I was going to do it today when they picked it up again and kind of have a retrospective of yesterday. But I decided in the morning, fine. I went and added Castillo and Zach Gallen to the roundup. Don't be worried about either one. I mean, Castillo a little bit more. Slider was just not there. I mean, it was kind of interesting. The cutter wasn't there for Gallen either. And like they both decided, yeah, we're not going to throw that pitch today. I don't know. But for Castillo, it was kind of weird to see a very low CS that we were talking like 6-7% on the four-seamer as he was throwing it up but wasn't getting bites on it. He had to overthrow his changeup. We saw an over 50% usage on it. Sometimes we get excited about it, but what it means for Castillo is that guys really just look for that instead of the 96, 97 mile per hour heat, and it isn't really a benefit for him. So I think moving forward, Castillo is going to get locked in. Maybe you want to give him a TR. He hasn't been so bad. Normally the TR is for guys like Corbin or Paddock along those lines. But Castillo, I think, should be better. We've seen this before. He pitches better in warm weather. It was snowing yesterday when the game was suspended. So I think better days are ahead for Luis Castillo. If you want to buy low and if you can, I certainly would be doing that. Sean Manaea against the Twins. 7 innings pitched, 0 runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Velocity's at 91 miles per hour. That's very good to see. His secondary stuff is looking very good as well. I'm a little bit excited about Sean Manaea right now. I'm not going to lie. A little bit. Patrick Corbin, 6 innings pitched, 0 runs, 4 hits, 0 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Is this it? Is he back? Sadly, no. I hope you had the brass to start Corbin yesterday for this, because this is a fantastic outing for your squads. It's just a question of is he going to have that slider back? It's kind of interesting. Matt Boyd used to be compared to Patrick Corbin, and Boyd, as I've said multiple times, has not had his slider back, which is why I'm not fully a Boyd boy yet. But here's Patrick Corbin, the guy with that slider that's in previous years 25 to 30% swing strike rates on elite. And he had just a handful yesterday on it. It's not the same Corbin yet. I'm still scared. I did not take the tiara off of him and be a little bit cautious still moving forward with Corbin. But I did take the tiara off of Jesus Luzardo. 5.1 innings, 0 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. He looked great. Fastball was much better. Secondary stuff was working. Just breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, Luzardo, you are very good, and we're going to keep rolling with you, no problem. Chris Paddock, do we take off the TR with him? 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 7 Ks against the Brewers. He had 4 unearned runs in this one as well. It was better from Paddock. He was getting whiffs with his fastball. His changeup got some whiffs as well. I'm not totally sold yet, but it is a step in the right direction for Paddock. So we keep going and we keep trucking forward and cross our fingers that we're not going to be terrified about Paddock. It's kind of interesting. I think I saw on Twitter someone said, is this time to drop Paddock? And honestly, last 2 starts have been 1 earned run each. I know that's obviously not everything, but normally I get those questions when it's like Zach Plesac allowing 6 earned runs in 2 straight starts, not just 2 in 2 starts. So hopefully Paddock is actually improved moving forward. I think this wasn't enough information for me to really be sold. Corbin Burns was on the other side of that. 6 innings pitched, 0 runs, 4 hits, 0 walks, and 10 Ks. I mean, I know the feeling, guys. I know everyone's like, hey, you should have Corbin Burns at number 4. I don't, I want to do that. You know, I feel that way too. I'm not denying how amazing Corbin Burns is. It's unbelievably fun. He's must-watch TV right now. You know, the only problems are everybody in the top 10 has essentially locked for 180 innings, if not more, for many of them. While Burns, I mean, he threw under 60 innings last year, and the Brewers like, hey, we're going to slap on 100 for the season. There is a question, if the Brewers are going to be in playoff contention, are they going to push him forward? I'm sorry, Milwaukee fans, but I don't think they will. If I were a betting man, and let's say that they were, how far are they going to push Burns? You know, are they going to save him for the playoffs then? Are they going to push him in August, September? It seems a little shaky, and 160, 170 seems more likely than hinting at 190 or so for Corbin Burns. So the quality of inning is there. It's just how much better is that quality than the other aces right now, and it's very hard. Not to mention, he hasn't done this for a very long time, right? There were only about 5 or 6 starts from 2020, because in the beginning of the year, he was in relief. And then now it's 4 starts in. I have to fight against the emotion that all of you are feeling about how good Burns is. I'm trying the best I can. Okay. Shohei Ohtani, 4 innings pitched, 0 runs, 1 hit. Great. 6 walks, not great. 7 Ks, great. This is a case where I think that Ohtani's only had 2 starts this year, and the first and second start had a massive gap of time in between them, preventing him from getting into any sort of rhythm. Will he ever get there? I don't know. That's a very good question because he's always had problems and he hasn't been able to say, hey, for 10 starts, I'm just going to start and everything is going to be fine and I'm going to get into my rhythm. I don't quite know. He might just be appeased. That is a poor execution, awesome stuff pitcher, which is a bit frustrating. There's a part of me that wants to throw him down into the 60s and 70s, and I wouldn't blame you if you want to chase other things instead of Shohei Ohtani, say like Nathan Eovaldi. I think that might be something I would do right now. Lastly, we have 2 other guys. Jon Gray, 6.2 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 4 walks, and 6 Ks, somehow surviving Coors against the Astros. The reason I'm bringing him up is now he has 3 road starts, which are against the Diamondbacks, against the Cardinals, and against the Giants. That's all the terrible order, by the way, not the right order, but that's all on the road. That could work for Jon Gray, and I'm kind of annoyed that I'm in on Jon Gray for the moment. It's very strange. I still feel a little bit hesitant, but I can't deny the fact those are all on the road. Those are not the toughest opponents, and Jon Gray could do that. And then lastly, Adam Wainwright had 10 strikeouts against the Nationals. 7 innings pitched, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk. He's throwing his curveball super well. The cutter's getting strikes. Like, this kind of works with Wainwright, not to mention he will go deep into games often. It's still risky. In some ways, he's the cherry bomb Toby, and I know that sounds really weird, but he's someone that is going to be volatile through the season, but he's going to be kind of boring in that way. So, yeah, Wainwright is someone you should maybe consider. All right, lastly, we're looking forward to today. Here is Mark. No, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. Sorry, I got to do an edit. And there were a lot more pitchers that went yesterday. As always, you should be checking my SP Roundup. I do it every single evening. Before this podcast, if there's someone I missed, you can find the blurb there at Pitcher List. All right. Looking forward to today. Here is Mark with the weather. Thanks, Mark. My streamer today is David Peterson against the Cubs. He had 10 strikeouts last time out against the Phillies, had a slider throwing for strikes and 93-mile-per-hour fastball, which is higher than we normally see, around 91, 92 for Peterson. So hopefully he can carry that momentum into the next start. And what I like to do is I like to take a question from the Twitch chat and answer it here on the podcast. And Rob3990 asks, I have an open pitcher spot. Who should I pick up, Anthony DeSclafani or JT Brubaker? And here's the thing. DeSclafani is going today against the Phillies. Then he gets Rocky Road. Those are 2 really nice starts. At the same time, Brubaker gets the Tigers and Royals, and I would rather have those 2 outings, I think, than Tony Disco. Phillies are a little bit scary, and I'm not confident that he's going to be a good performer there, while there's a lot more safety in Brubaker with the Tigers and Royals. Why am I only mentioning 2 starts? Well, both of them have terrible outings after that. Actually, 3 of the 4 between them are against the Padres, and Brubaker gets the Padres in Reds as opposed to just the Padres twice for DeSclafani. It's all very shaky there. Just in the short term, I think I'd rather the Tigers and Royals for coffee cakes, otherwise known as Brubaker, than Tony Disco. But that's going to do it for today. Remember, I am live on Twitch, twitch.tv/pitchlist. Come by. It's a super fun time. Ask all the questions you have. You get to see this podcast live. I also give away months of PL Plus on the podcast when I do no edits on this. It happens about once a week or so. So definitely come on by 8:30 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. But that's going to do it today. So my name is Nick Pollock, and that is everything you need to know. I'm sorry, I was so close, but I needed to do that thing. I know, I can't not do the thing because I want you guys to win. But, I'm not going to, I got to stay unbiased. All right, so what we do now is start this whole thing. So let's do that. Hold on. Let's get this over here. Let's get that. And let's get that. Cool. All right. So close, guys. I'm so sorry. I love this. I love that, like, people selling out for a certain thing. Purposefully blowing it. Even you saw me waiting for the mark thing just to have that open space. I said sorry. I feel it. I don't want to edit. Artificial pressure? I don't know. I'm like, I get lost in it. I'm just completely focused on this, and it's kind of fun. It is interesting. I like in the past, you know, I have done the First Pitch podcast with actually someone present, like that can hear me in the other room or something like that. And I remember feeling so weird, and I probably would feel weird now too, if like I had to do that, right? But this is different. I don't know why. I feel like I think it's because you guys know it, you understand it. While while someone that I would know, you know, like let's say like a friend on the couch or something like that, doesn't really know this. So I feel like I'm exposing this part of me that they don't know and don't understand. Okay, what I want to do is get Mark in here. Actually, you know, let's do the edits first, and I'll get the screen share going. What's up? Okay. All right. So this is the Audacity, as I do. This is the first edit. Yeah. Nope. There we go. Freddie Galvez is over here. Good. The second one was over here, right? I promise. Here we go. Change the energy all the time. You have to end this. Okay. Right. That's this thing. Cool. That's done. So I gotta download that. Oh yeah, this is I want to show that. That's not fair. It's a RotoWire. Yeah. Go away, Nick. Oh, you guys can't hear the desktop audio yet. There you go. Now you can.
So hopefully he can carry that momentum into the next start. And what I like to do is I like to take a
Cool. So let's bring that in here. Let's get Mark all set.
Thanks, Nick.
Aw, you okay?
Thanks, Nick.
You sound sad today.
Wise yet again. Have a good one.
Hope he's all right. He's my boy. I hope Mark. I mean, I hope Mark really understands how much I love this guy. Like, I hope he understands. He should. Okay.
today. Here is Mark with the weather.
And we can pull this back a little.
And have a good one.
Thanks, Mark.
Again, have a good one.
Thanks, Mark. My streamer today is David P.
Cool.
That is everything you need to know.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, now we apply the wonderful chains. Sadly, not two, just one. There is a Frodo Samwise. Oh man, is that how the oh, the audacity. Oh man. Wandy. Yeah, Wandy Peralta. Like, why did I say Wandy? It was just in my head of Wandy. So Wandy is weird. It's not even Wandy Peralta, is it? Right? It's not. Oh, why are you doing that? Don't do that, Jane. You shouldn't be doing that. All right. Let's get the... Man, I'm slow this morning. I mean, what time is it? Oh, man, I got like 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, no. I think the exporting is going to be my biggest bane here. Okay, so we are going to export this. And I will add one more process to this, which is double checking that it actually is part of the playlists, which you guys saved me yesterday about. I don't remember who it was, and I apologize I don't, but thank you, chat, for saying, hey, Nick, I didn't see the First Pitch podcast live yet. And that was huge. I mean, we didn't get as many listens because of it, but like we wouldn't have gotten like any listens. All right, so that's exported. It is 9:29. We're going to be right on time again. Come on, you can upload, buddy. You can do it. You can upload. Here we go. You can do it. The tension is palpable. Body's here. There we go. Save changes and publish. We're good. We're good. All right. Podcast is out in time. 9:30 on the dot. Look at us, huh? How did we get here? I don't know. 3 edits. So I got to award your points. Choose outcome. At least 3 edits. Enjoy your points. 73% of the points were there. So congrats. Congrats to the 6 viewers that got that right. Magic Oreo, look at you for 2.8K. Killing it today. Betting on my demise. Big sad. All right. Oh, man, look at that. Oh my Lord. Oh, let's put this away. I don't need my pen and pad and paper right now. Get that out of here. Gotta have a clean desk. All right, so what happens now is I do my streamers. Okay, it's a fun time where you guys force me to do the notes. It's very important. No, that's not the one. This is the one. So we're gonna the first thing we do when we do the streaming article is, as always, we double check that we have everybody we want. So I know that we have this, which is Michael Fulmer. It's not against Detroit. I know it's against Pittsburgh. And who is he going against in this? This is going to be Tyler Anderson. So I have to add these 2 into this at the very least. That's not what I want. Oh, hey, thanks so much for the follow. That's pro. It wasn't your demise I was betting on. Just can't have any fake typo. Gotta go off what I see. Any fake hype, I'm sorry. Pleasure doing business. So PJ, I'll be doing them at noon. 100% come back. Noon to 2. It's going to be a lot of innings, so 100% will add that one to the fray here. I am going to scroll up here to see what I missed as far as just any sort of questions you guys had. Oh, this is amazing stuff. PJ, yeah, good morning to you. Oh, I'm sorry, PJ, about Night Dirt. Yeah, that was maybe the worst joke I've made the entire year in the SB Roundup, by the way. Like the worst joke I've made in the Roundup this year. Like it was just terrible. Night Dirt. You want the podcast voice on Twitch? It takes more energy. I mean, the podcast voice is essentially his energy. If you want, I mean, I'll try as best as I can. But it's an energy thing. Bring that podcast energy, Nick. Look at that. That's oh my god, I love you guys like keeping up with my edits and stuff. This is hilarious. It's hilarious hearing you guys do like play by play of me do the First Pitch podcast. That cracks me up. All right. So here we go. Let's rank some guys, right? Let's do this. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is it better for me to be like, hey, what's up? And then I can, this might be better. I'm just going to do that. Then I can move this, it goes over here. This, we pull like that. Okay. All right. So. Let's get this all verified, as always. So I think I gotta do this then. Just a little bit. So you can see them all, or most of them. We're so close. All right, I hope that's okay, guys. More Folgers. Cheers. Okay, so I gotta double check all these. Good. Hey, it's Savali Day. This is exciting. It's still Stiver, yeah. I guess so. There's Fulmer over there. Turnbull. Keedy. Junis. Quintana. So I guess the Dodgers get a day off. And so do the Padres? No, never mind. Oh, Seattle does. So good. I don't really need to change the notes at all. I can just change the table, and oh, this is oh man, discount hotel. Tyler Thornton, right? Trent Thornton. Duh. Cool. So where are we putting Fulmer and Tyler Anderson? Let's do this. And then Tyler Anderson, I think it's going to be here. Am I believing Keller or Tyler Anderson? I hate them both right now. All right, I'll take the upside of. I hate this. All right, there you go. They're the worst team against lefties right now. All right. All that gets is this, though. I'm not trusting Tyler Anderson, guys. It's so yucky, so good job. Cole Hamels is done. It seems like he didn't sign with anybody. I think he's still trying. I don't know, actually. I haven't really kept up on that. So it could be a sell high. I do feel like I have overhyped Savali a bit. It's weird. Like, I very much believe his process. I believe he does some good things, like a lot of good things, but he's not on the same level as like Musgrove or Molly or something like that. Like, he doesn't have the overwhelming repertoire like other guys do. And he's still like trying to piece it together. But it's not, it's just not quite there. So there's a part of me that you should be selling high because I think he has a capped ceiling at the moment without that. Like, oh man, we'll throw that and it's amazing, Like, Curveball can be that. It's the sum of the parts kind of thing with Savali. And generally some of the parts is a higher or a lower chance of consistently working, Yeah, I would rather have Molly than Savali. I mean, that's the list, right? I have Savali below Molly. I'm pretty sure I do. I feel that way. I should have. Yeah, it's 2 spots lower. Yeah. I might be too high at 33 with Savali. Like, there's a part of me that's like, I think it should be at 38, really. Like, behind Gaussman, Means, and Rogers. But they're all the same tier. It's all the same tier. Okay. So this is good. Update on the table maker. Talked to the devs yesterday. Conservatively, we're 2 weeks away. Which I'm so excited about. It could be sooner than that. And what does table maker mean? What am I talking about? Well, this whole styling being completely different. How this is structured, just be easier, more colors, more things to do. On the site, the tables look unbelievably sexy. I'm going to demote this. No, all right, I'll be consistent. That's not fair. It's so borderline there. We go in. Do this. When people talk about doing work for the site, this is what it is. This is what work is. Waiting for that to do it, and then I have to copy the notes, which are right here. Hot tamale. Why have I not done that yet? That's a good pun. Is Lamette on a pitch count? Yeah. I would say probably like 70 or so. I think the quality of innings should be there. I am hoping that he has a slider like he did last year and same like 97 plus velocity. Kianis? No. Thank you for the follow. But with Lamette, I think it'll be worth it. I hope that the slider is back and he's throwing hard. But I think the quality of inning will be very much worth your time in that start. So that's why it's not a still L. It is Coors, and Urquidy isn't like he's not the most in rhythm. I think the ranking I have for the ranking I have for Urquidy long term for the list is long term, not short term. Coors is no joke, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's very risky starting him in Coors. Well, that's interesting with Frank. I mean, Dusty Baker would push them like 120 pitches or so. Like Plesac and Savali generally are pulled by 100. It's just not like the 85, you know? That's all. Keonis. No, don't apologize whatsoever. I am terrible at it. Keonis, that's awesome. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Keonis. Oh, that's crazy. Is that that must be including TJ Antone. Like TJ Antone, Castillo, Molly, and De Leon, right? That's wild. K per 9 is weird though. Do K percentage. Like for example, Otani's K per 9, 7 Ks over 4. Whoa. But he also walked 6 guys. You know? Like K per 9 doesn't incorporate base runners. So like hits and walks are not incorporated in while K percentage does. Which I think is a much more important distinction. So for example, like you'll have a lower K percentage if you are super efficient. You know, a guy like Hendricks or I mean even Lance Lynn would have like worse K per 9s because they're going deeper into games and not getting the same strikeouts per inning or so. But K percentage, they'll be reflected properly because the percentage of batters that they face, you know? That's why I shifted to K percentage, I think like 2016. I had this revelation over like the offseason between 15 and 16. I was like, oh, way better. What would you floor K percentage to target? Yeah, so generally, I mean, it's changed over the years. It used to be like, oh, 22%, like, whoa. But now it's, in general, if you want to talk about like a top 25 starter, like you got to have a 25% strikeout rate. You got to like, it's rare for us to have someone in the top 25 that doesn't. The only one was really like it's Wheeler and Hendricks for the most part. I mean, it's Sandy Alcantara kind of, but you know, those guys are going deeper into it. But maybe like Greinke and Lynn, and those are offset by like I expect 6 innings every time, right? I say UCSW, but are the 20 to 21 stats on the website as a subscriber? I don't know what you're referring to. We don't have any sort of paywall, so there's nothing added as far as like stats and stuff. But I don't know what you're looking for because we have a ton of stats on the site that I don't know what extra you're looking for. We have 2021 stats updated and stuff on the site. It's actually Sims Doolittle, huh? Antone is 12.5. Doolittle, look at that. But yeah, Bustin' Stones, the main benefits of being a subscriber of PL Plus is you remove ads entirely, which you just get like a much better looking site, content centered. It's just much better. You get player notifications, so you can actually sign up for getting notifications inside of your account page for players as like, hey, I want to know when Aaron Nola has an article mentioned with him. Sweet, you get it. You know, inside that thing you get your personalized feed, which is really cool. And of course, you get our amazing Discord. You get to hang out and talk about baseball and life all day. It's wonderful. But yeah, so when it comes to back to K percentage, if it's sub 20%, I'm like, ugh, that's bad. 20 to 25% is like, all right, I can. This is serviceable. Like Chris Bassett's a good example of that. And then once you push 30%, it's like, whoa, that is primo. Primo K percent is 30%. Yeah, no problem, Bustin'. All right, so I'm gonna leave this as is. None of this changed, so I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna move forward to today's. If you guys notice, I just take questions to tomorrow's. I just take questions to delay and procrastinate writing the notes. I don't know why. I just can't. I just don't want to write the notes. It's just not what I want to do. Okay. So let's get these updated. Man, there are a few games tomorrow. Ryan Weathers. Who is this one? This is Alex Cobb. Yes, my boy. I wonder if like we'll be. I can, I often say this. I know this sounds really crazy, but I always say to myself, like, let's say you're like caught in the rain and you're 10 minutes away walking home, and it's like it's annoying, it's a terrible moment. I always say to myself, I can see the future, and I envision myself. I know that in 10 minutes I'll be at my door, turning the key and out of the rain. Right? I know I can see exactly that scenario, and I know so confidently like that moment is going to happen. So then as I'm going through this bad moment, I know exactly I'm just focused on the relief and the moment where it's fine again, right? So I want to say the same thing about Sandy Alcantara in the way that I can see the future of next offseason talking about, starting, if you look at his entire season starting on April 22nd, his ERA is 2.75 or something like that. Because the first 4 starts, he had 3 of them of at least 3 earned runs. And it's just like, ugh. Like, that's not him. It's not him whatsoever. We'll figure that. Yeah, I don't know who the stream of the day is. Yeah, I got to figure this out first. Oh, man. No, it's probably going to be Justin Dunn, by the way. Who's he going? Oh, no, he's going against Boston. It still might be Justin Dunn. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I gotta get these. All right. So, Greinke's up here. I think DeGrom might be 1. Just kidding, guys. And Sandy. Yeah, those are your must starts. Okay, probably start is going to be here. Oh yes, give me Montgomery against Cleveland. I think that's it. Yeah, all right. I'll upgrade you, Brubaker. That's a wonderful start. None of these are appealing. Okay, questionable. Oh man, that is pretty good. No. Not really. He's not there yet. That's a questionable. This is a questionable. I can see that too. Okay. And then do not start is over here. So we're going to start with Widener. We're going to go then Logan Allen. Oh man, I'm sorry, Ryan Weathers. Cool. I think this is it. This is pretty straightforward. Is that right with Hoffman? I kind of want to do Dunn above Hoffman. Maybe Cobb with the splitter stuff, but that's a better Houston team. Okay, at the very least, he should be above. At the very least, he should be here. And I probably trust Pivetta, believe it or not, more than I do Sanchez. How can you not start Urania versus Pittsburgh? Because it's Urania. And if you put any trust in Urania, you're in a boatload of trouble. Folgers isn't coffee. All right, Urania hasn't been that bad. Let's take a look. Let's take a very quick look. I know he had one good start last start. Okay, hold on. You're saying he's not bad because he had one start recently against the Athletics. That was 8 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. It went his way. Cool. The previous 2 starts to kick off the year were 3 innings and 4.2. First one was 5 earned runs against the Twins. The second was 5 walks, 4 Ks against Cleveland with 4.2 innings with 2 earned runs. This is the same old Urena. He had a 7% swing strike rate in that start against Oakland. Yes, he had, he pounded strikes. I remember this, called strikes, all that stuff. Z contact was 93%. It's the same Urena, okay? But it's Pitt. Tell that to Zach Davies. I mean, okay, in Guillotine League, I would do it. In Guillotine League, that's a points league where generally, I would say like 90% of starts are actually of a positive value. So you might as well do that. Right. I mean, like, I just don't start Urena. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. All right. I guess it is Hoffman, unless Brubaker is available. I really hope Brubaker is available. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? 31. Oh my lord. Man. Oh, I hate this so much. Why do I have to rely on? Ugh. Oh, I didn't do the streaming record in the SB roundup, did I? Am I 11-8 or am I 10-9? I forget. Who was the stream yesterday? Wasn't Shoemaker? Was it Fulmer? So I didn't get it? Looking at the starters, I'm like, none of these would I have picked. I couldn't. Oh, you guys let me do Shoemaker. I remember this now. You let me do Shoemaker. Yeah. Yep. Well, got to add this, so I'm 10-9. Dang it. Oh, that streaming record is such like a. I started it years ago, and it's one of those things that's just like, I mean, I know that like in the end, it's gonna be fine. It always is. I mean, I think like in 2019, I was like 67%, which is absurd. And it always like it always is like 60% or something like that, or 55, whatever. But it's just, it's like this. I'm giving myself a blemish, especially for those that don't really understand that I have to pick like Jeff Hoffman today. Oh boy. There's a part of me that's like Alex Cobb instead. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Alex Cobb above Hoff. Fast is getting to me right now. And Alex Cobb is at 15%, so it's Alex Cobb. Sorry, Hoffman. Let's get you in here. Hope you guys are okay with that. Is that right? Oh my God. Aaron Sanchez versus Miami. I was thinking about that. The problem is I don't trust that there's more than his curveball. His curveballs look better recently, and it's never really been that like major thing for Sanchez. And it was good last time, but the fastball's very susceptible. Oh, DeGrom was pushed until Friday? You requested a day off, is that right? Thank you very much. So this is Joey Lucchese. I'll do this. Nah, he's not going to get the innings. He's only had one start. He's only had one outing, and it was cores, and like he's just not gonna get the volume. Chat, you're the best, by the way, for saving me for that. Thanks, Yellow. Yellow Pools. Sacrificial lamb, come on down. All right. So work with me, chat. Let's remember, what is the right color? I think I know the answer. I think I remember it. But I want you guys to get your opportunity to guess which color is the correct Wednesday. Which is the correct one? Is it here? Like, which day is the right one? I'll move this out of the way so you guys can see them. Which one is Wednesday's child? So you guys can't see the name of them. So which one are we picking here, guys? Purple. So this one or this one? This or this? Because the answer is this one. And I'm proud of you. You guys got it. I think this is Freeland. The lefty purple. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job, chat. What's the method to this madness? It's just so we have a different color for every single day, so it seems like so it's just variety every single time. You know it's a new article every day when it comes out. So Quincy Dong made these amazing templates with it, but there's just one for every day. So that's the Wednesday one. All right, so let's get some notes done. And then then I'm going to have a wonderful smoothie and come back here at noon. If those sticking around right now, I'm going to be doing this for about another 20 minutes or so, and then come back at noon, from noon to 2. We're going to review any starters you guys want. Like, we're going to watch it on film. We'll go over innings. I know someone requested Paddock's 5th inning. Think about the guys that you want to watch. It could be from yesterday. It could be from earlier in the week. Someone else. If you want to say, Nick, we got to watch Urania to decide. Paddock's 3rd inning. Just think about it now. Come back at noon. We watched Urias last week, by the way, so I imagine it won't be too different. Man, you guys all want Urias. All right, sweet. We'll watch it all. There's the lizard. Love that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't done like a full dedicated stream just to talking about a pitcher yet. Just to watching the game with you guys. So definitely tune back for that. I'm doing the notes now though. So any last things? This is what we're doing for the next 10 minutes or so. Let's see how fast I can knock this out. Here we go. It's making many concerned. Hey, don't be too worried about Bueller, guys. All right. Wow, Jordan Montgomery's pretty much. It's interesting. I've seen him like, oh, his FIP is like 5. Nick, why do you like Jordan Montgomery? Because he's really good stuff, and like it's just something over time. he's gonna do. Which picture do you think is the dopest yesterday? I mean, yeah, it's Corbin Burns. Like, he's absurd right now. I want to nail this. So what is it exactly? He has a 507 FIP. I don't quote this stuff on purpose. You know this. Yes, it's cozy. It's a cozy matchup. It's just nice and comforting, you know? So cozy. Here, I'll make this smaller so y'all can see it. And that's how we do the tweets. If you didn't know, WP to Twitter. That's what we do. Let's do it like this. There we go. Who is next here? So here's the thing. There's a song called Let It Ride by a band called Julius C. that is Brooklyn based. They had an EP and an album, and they like disbanded in 2012 or something like that. I saw them at their final concert, like, you know, in a bar in New York, and they're amazing. And they have a song called Let It Ride, and they go, let it ride, and I think of it all the time, and I'm so sad there's no like YouTube link to send you guys to it. They're like not online or whatever. It drives me crazy. Do I still play guitar? Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. I have my beater Ibanez acoustic that, like, I think the day that I finally like feel comfortable with everything and actually like maybe make some money with all of this, you know, that'll be like the day of celebration. I'll get myself a Taylor 714 CE acoustic. But until like you know, that's a lot of money to throw down. And so I just pretty much play that Ibanez now and keep my Paul Reed Smith in the case for the most part. Raul Ibanez. Oh, I know. Oof. It's an Ibanez, but I always want to call it an Ibanez because of Raul, and no one got it because it's Guitar Center. But it's like Ibanez, Nick. It's so obviously Ibanez. I'm like, I know, but Raul. No. I'm not gonna do that. Absolutely not. And what band was it? It was Julius C. They had an EP called oh man, was it Velveteen Rabbit? I think it was Velveteen Rabbit. They had a couple other songs, but Let It Ride is not like on YouTube. They were just really, they were like funky and poppy, but they had like heavy riffs and stuff every so often, especially like live. They really like grooved with them. I was like, yeah, Velveteen Rabbit. They got like 70s disco almost in it, like a little like wah pedal. It's kind of, I just dug them so much. It was atypical for my normal stuff. What's up, Colin? Thanks so much for the follow, man. Coob. Oh man. Primarily catcher, but getting back into pitching for my new. Oh, sweet. Only have a fastball and change, green control, but no velocity. I would say try a slider or a cutter. I mean, just like shift on the baseball. It's fun throwing a curveball, and the thing about a curveball that, for me when I pitched, was you gotta envision it like you're chopping to your ankles. So essentially, you have a curveball grip. I always had it with the index finger and the middle finger. So like the index finger is the one pulling down the seams. A lot of people like the pop the gun where it's the middle finger that's on the ball on the seams. But I always like the Barazito. That anyway, when you're releasing it, you're thinking a fastball up to here, and then essentially now is when you chop and you go down to your left ankles. So you gotta still extend out, but you're not twisting. You're leading with your pinky. And if you lead with your pinky, then it's a natural coming off of the ball like that. But then you can add a little bit of horizontal break by chopping down to your ankles, getting this as opposed to this. Otherwise, if you do this, it's going to feel unnatural to your elbow. It's going to feel like you're casting it. You want to chop down to your left ankle. But really, the primary thing about throwing a good curveball is you don't think it's a curveball until the last second. You got to think it's a four-seamer, until right here. Then you chop down. So, try curveball. Why not? Okay. Second straight game. Stifle? No, stifle, Nick. Stifle. Uh, I should change that here too. Of disappointment? Whatever. Alright, and that's fine. In normal circumstances. In short time. Period. Against Cleveland, period. Why do I forget the periods all of a sudden? Cool. This is all fine. I love when Nick picks up the baseball. Teacher Nick comes out. Yeah, I was a pitching coach for a moment. It was really fun. Also, like, I mean, I'm not gonna be stupid. Being a pitching coach in where I am in Brooklyn is a very lucrative thing. It became a situation where I kind of wanted more freedom, and I was feeling like, you know what, I don't need to do this. I don't need to have this. There's always a balance of like time and work and everything, like, and even though it was very lucrative, I was like, you know what, I just want a little more freedom. And this stuff gives me, I think, is more fun. Like, there are moments with the pitching coach stuff, but it takes a lot of time to like get there and prepare for it, and there's a lot of frustration. No balance, only baseball. Everything in moderation. That's one of my mantras. But there you go, guys. This is the streaming ranks. This is all set. I changed the date. This is all updated. And we're going to look. Oh, no, this is not published. This is 10:40. All right. So, hey, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. Obviously, be doing it again tomorrow morning and on Friday. I'm also going to be back in 100 minutes or so at noon. So definitely come back here for that. We're going to talk for 2 hours. It's going to be me going over whatever pictures you want. It looks like we saw some Urias. We saw some Paddock in there. We got 2 hours. So grab your popcorn, whatever you want. That should be the most valuable thing. I asked a lot of people inside the Discord and peers, like, what do you think would be the most valuable thing I could do on stream? And it's that. So this is essentially an AMA. You get all your questions answered. We break down pictures live together. You don't want to miss that. It's at noon today. I'll be back then. But until then, enjoy my smoothie. I will. Wonderful. Banana strawberry. It's going to be great. Almond milk. It's going to be phenomenal. But until then, guys, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high. Thanks. I'll see you guys soon.